Pardon today's setup being a tad janky. Like, as of right now, I'm currently holding my camera instead of, well, placing it on a tripod as usual. But in today's video, we got an interesting test going on. You may have heard on how many different YouTube channels at this point, there's so many, about them talking about being sponsored by Raycon. And it seems like their earbuds have to be the best things in the world. It's gotten to the point where, me being the audiophile, I just had questions because all of the sponsored ad reads from Raycon, they all just seem too good to be true, especially considering the price tag of their earbuds. Now look, I know Apple is infamous for charging markups, but they have some of the best sounding earbuds in the world, and as a result, I'm really a bit skeptical about Raycon's claims. So in today's non-sponsor video, Raycon had no idea I was about to do this. I purchased a set of their everyday earbuds, the cheapest that they had. And I am going to try and see, do these live up to the hype? And keep in mind, guys, I'm not just your average music listener. I'm an audiophile. I care a lot about sound quality. And as a result, these are really going to be heavily tested. So without further ado, let's unbox these things and I'll go through my testing. All right, this is what the package looks like when it's not upside down. There, that's what the package looks like normally. I can't find my other knife that I use most of the time, so we're gonna be using my Swiss Army knife this time. Okay, just gotta peel this shrink wrap off. Toss that to the side. All right, looks like, do we just pull? Yep. Simple pull. Power up. They always love to use these athletic words and such. So let's see what we got in here. We appear to have this QR code of some sort. Oh, what is this? Extra perks? No thank you, because I'm probably not going to buy these again. Quick start guide, legal, regulatory information crap. And so we're just going to put this away, back into here, and toss this aside. Then we have the earbuds themselves. Interesting packaging. I don't think Raycon got these in just right, but okay. There's that. Is there anything else? Do they include charging accessories? Ooh, they do. In fact, other accessories as well. So I gotta dump them out like this because they appear stuck in the box. Come on. There we go. Oh, we got a sticker here. I can't say the same about AirPods. So if I had to guess, just from looking at this is probably a USB-A to USB-C cable. Let's see. Come on. Yep, USB-A to USB-C. That's unfortunate. We should have a USB-C to USB-C cable, but oh well. It's a Type-C port on the case at least. That's good. And then we also have various ear tips as well from the looks of this packaging here. There we go. Out, please. Okay, let's try the other side and push them out. There we go. And there's our different sized ear tips. That appears to be everything in the packaging at least, so I'm going to put everything in this box for now and chuck this all aside. Alright, so let's see the earbuds themselves. So yeah, it looks like this. There's no pairing button like AirPods. I guess that's just an AirPod specific thing. And at this point, I think we have to turn away from the stool and put these in my ears, and I'll show you the setup process. Alright, so here they are. Let me grab my phone real quick. Yes, I still am using the Tennis Max. So I think that they're currently in some sort of pairing mode. So let's go to Bluetooth. All right, so here at the bottom of my phone here, we have the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. So I'm just going to tap that. Probably going to start pairing. Oh, yep, okay, they're paired. All right, and now let's take these out. Left is left, right is right. Good. Okay, let's try this on. Okay, so apparently A and C is on. I got a podcast playing at the moment. Okay, so let's see if I tap and hold. Okay. Oh my gosh, these sound terrible. I'm testing out the noise cancellation and the transparency. This transparency, or as Raycon's calling it, awareness mode. This doesn't sound very good. I sound like I'm wearing earbuds, unlike AirPods. When I wear my AirPods, I don't sound like I'm wearing earbuds, but I can definitely tell I'm sounding like I'm wearing earbuds. So I'm wondering though, do I need to change the tips? So let me grab them with the tips and try different tips. Okay, so yeah, these tips do seem kind of big for my my ears. They're not fitting that well, so I want to make sure that I'm giving it a fair shot. And, ooh, yeah, these are some pretty big tips. So, okay, how do we change them out? Do they just slide out? I hope so. So far, in terms of build quality, I'm not really liking this plastic. It feels way cheaper compared to what Apple uses. They're glossy plastics. So, okay, I know I have smaller ears, and so as a result, let me try the smallest. All right, now that I got my ear tips swapped out, let's try this fit, see if it improves. Okay, so they're in my ears. I turned awareness mode off, so what's this? Noise canceling is on. Well, that's unfortunate. Turns out these earbuds need to be charged. We'll get back to you after that. Alrighty, it has been a few weeks since I had unboxed these, and I've taken them out every now and again to listen to them periodically, except, oh, Nelly, do we have, we got some problems with this. So, just to be clear, I didn't have as much time as I normally do when it comes to reviewing these things, but I've had these for a while, and the few times where I have taken these out just to do my testing, let's just say they're so bad to the point, they were bad enough to the point where I didn't even want to test them. So, I'm definitely going to be leaving out a lot of things about these in this review, like, for example, battery life. Honestly, these sounded so bad and these were so uncomfortable to the point where I just couldn't keep them in my ears long enough to drain the batteries of it. So I don't actually know what these really get for real battery life, and unfortunately my iPhone is not helping me check that, unfortunately. I can't tell you battery life because I couldn't really test them long enough to get a rough idea, so you'll have to look for other reviewers to actually tell you what the real battery life is. I can't do it, guys, and here's why. So I'm first going to talk about the comfort of wearing these earbuds. I don't have them in my ears right now, but I am using the smallest tips that came in that package. As you saw in the packaging, it comes with a bunch of different tips, way more than what AirPods Pro come with. AirPods Pro come with like 3 different size ear tips. They have a large, a small, and an extra small, or is it a medium, a small, and extra? I don't know. It's something along those lines. Meanwhile, there were how many tips that came with this thing? I have to check again. 5. Yep, 5 sets of tips that came with this thing, actually. And unfortunately, none of them fit my ears. You see, I have these really tiny ear canals, okay? And when it comes to earbuds that basically secure themselves by using those ear tips, just getting them stuck in your ear canal, those don't work for me. They always pop out of my ears, no matter how hard I try to keep them in there. And unfortunately, every single time I try to adjust them using one of the touch pads, because that's literally the only way you can grip them and shove them back in your ear, it starts changing settings on you. Like if your right one falls out, well, when you push that one in, it's going to either turn off ANC and turn on transparency, or turn that off, or turn ANC. You're constantly doing that. And if the left one pops out, then it changes your equalizer settings from more bass, less bass, true, what, I don't know. Honestly, I'm even confused by what they mean by their equalizer settings, because from what I heard, there's no difference, pretty much. But that, seriously, out of all the earbuds I've tried, and I've used more than just AirPods, okay? Do I have my box here? I think I still have it, just it's really buried back here. Well, that's unfortunate. I couldn't find the one in particular that I wanted to showcase that actually had the proper tips I was referring to, but here's some other random cheap wireless earbuds that I bought that literally failed 2 months after I bought them. I don't know why I have these. I should probably throw them out. Okay, but the point is, the earbuds that have those rubber suction tips that stay in your ears, that's what holds the earbuds in, they don't work well for my ears. And that is a big reason why I love AirPods. For the most part, the main feature about AirPods design is actually just the fact what supports them isn't necessarily these tips. These tips aren't what hold the AirPods Pro in my ears. They just complete the seal. What really holds these in my ears is the actual undershape of this bud right here. It fits very nicely, very comfortably in my ear and such, and yeah, never falls out. It fits perfectly. And the only reason that tip is here is just to provide the seal so that way ANC and transparency can work flawlessly. Except these do not fit that way at all, and they suck at staying in my ears. Yeah, the constant fiddling around and the accidental, unintentional adjustments, it gets old and it gets annoying real fast. Now, I know this is just my ears. Your ears may be different. I mean, nobody, last I checked, has the exact same ear shape. And so, yeah, your mileage may vary when it comes to fitment, but for me at least, they don't stay in my ears, and it is so freaking annoying every single time I try to put them back in because, oops, I accidentally adjust them because it's way too easy to do that, I guess. I'm also not really sure I like how every single time I open up the case, that's when they immediately connect to my phone. I mean, I get it. It's nice when you plan on taking them out. You don't have to wait for them to connect after you put them in your ears and such. They're already instantly connected the second you open the case. I get it. It may add some level of convenience, but where I struggle to find that convenience is this thing doesn't necessarily stay closed all that easy. It's kind of easy to accidentally, oops, I caught it. And then when you just do that, it'll randomly get these to connect for a split second, which is kind of annoying. I do like, though, that the case has USB-C. I don't know if these wirelessly charge. I should probably test that, actually. Let me test that. Nope, doesn't wirelessly charge. At least my case doesn't. It does have USB-C, though. I'll give them credit for that. Every device should have USB-C. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't know about battery life, build quality. These are kind of a cheap plastic, but then again, considering the price point, I think it makes sense that the case doesn't feel all that nice and premium and such. But now, I guess we talk about one more thing before we talk about sound quality. Adjustability, like sound tuning adjustability and such. So as I mentioned, on the left earbud, you can change your equalizer settings, I guess. Unfortunately, there's not really that many controls available for these things. I couldn't find a dedicated Raycon app on the App Store, which typically, if these are like amazing smart earbuds or whatever, typically they'll have some form of app for adjustment and such, but from what I found, you can't really fine-tune control the equalizer settings, so you're pretty much left with the 3 presets that it has, all of which basically make no difference. Well, the bass one does make a difference, but you don't want to use the bass one, trust me. The only other control I've managed to figure out is how to play and pause. Just take it out of your ear. That's it. It's pretty much, you just pull that thing out of your ear, which is extremely easy to do for me. So yeah, pausing it is easy. It's just putting it back in and resuming your music. That's not the easy part. And then finally, we have to talk about sound quality. This is something that personally drives me very nuts because all of these different sponsor ad reads, they'll talk about how these sound absolutely amazing. Some say even better than AirPods. Guys, I promise you, they are reading off of a script. And okay, sure, I might be an audiophile where I have the ability to distinctly tell differences between each different type of earbud, and I can hear so many different things because I'm an audiophile. But I don't think you have to be an audiophile to be able to realize that AirPods in general sound much better than these. And just so you know, go to your local Walmart or anywhere that sells the wired earpods, not the AirPods, just wired earpods, be it with USB-C, headphone jack, lightning, I don't know, whatever it is. Just buy a set of wired Apple earpods for $20. Even those things sound better than these. And it's not by, the difference isn't by a little, it's by a lot. If there's one thing these earbuds are not short on, it's bass. They are very bassy. And unfortunately, it's kind of to its detriment. These things are so bassy, it basically ruins the rest of the pitch range and the rest of the frequency ranges. The mids, kind of difficult to hear every now and then, and the highs, same deal. Especially when you turn on that bass preset. Do not turn on the bass equalizer preset. It's terrible. It sounds like trash. But the experience that I'm getting with these that is just constantly making me want to immediately pull these out of my ears and go right back to my AirPods is just every time I listen to music, it doesn't matter what it is I'm listening to, it sounds like it's coming from a different room. Say you're coming to a party and you hear they're playing loud music. You know how you can hear all that bass loud and clear on the outside of the building coming through those walls, but you can't necessarily hear the mids or the highs that well? That is exactly what they sound like. I feel like I'm actually outside in a completely different room than where the music is playing. That's how much the bass of these things actually hurt the sound quality performance. It's terrible. To give you an audio representation, and just so you guys know, this is not going to be perfect. I'm probably going to exaggerate this, but this is going to give you an idea of what I'm hearing in terms of a difference between these and my $20 earbuds, $20 Apple earpods. Again, it might be slightly exaggerated, and that's because I'm editing this video with a different set of headphones. But this is the gist of what I'm hearing. It's a major difference. And for me, being an audiophile, I can't listen to these. They're so bad. But I'm not even sure if even you guys should want to listen to these, because again, it sounds like you're in a completely different room from where the music is actually playing. And I mean, if I take a look at the design of these things, it doesn't look like there's really anything in the way of the speaker. So yeah, I don't know if it's just bad tuning on these or if it's my ears or what, but these things sound terrible. Combined with the issues of they never stay in my ears, and every single time I need to put them back in, I'm always adjusting whether it's either transparency or ANC. Oh, by the way, guys, there's 3 different modes when it comes to the immersiveness experience. You have off, you have active noise cancellation, and transparency. There is no difference between off and active noise cancellation. Not a single difference. I can't detect any difference between off and noise cancellation. And when it comes to transparency, whatever sound from the background it's letting in, it sounds so muffled you can hardly hear. I mean, there is a difference when transparency is on. It's just you can't really hear it. And then of course, off and ANC, there's no difference. No, literally zero difference. So I'm not entirely sure if these really justify their $80 price tag. I mean, I paid roughly $60 for these because they were on sale, I guess. But even then, $80 for a feature set that doesn't seem like it was tested, and for earbuds that sound like you're in a different room from where the music is actually playing. Is that the best you got, Raycon? These are $80 normal asking price. No wonder why Raycon is constantly sponsoring all these other YouTubers, trying to get these on sale and getting discounts to make you feel like you got a good deal. 25% off was the discount I got for these, and honestly, I don't feel like I got a good deal. I'm still judging these as if I spent $80 on these, and they don't sound good. Now, yes, I'm comparing these to AirPods Pro, which big price difference. I get it, but I've listened to other earbuds that cost way less than my AirPods Pro that don't sound as bad as these. And so I don't know what else to tell you other than don't buy these. They sound bad. They don't fit. Even with the smallest ear tips, my ear canals are still small enough that they keep pushing them out. They're not comfortable to wear. I'm constantly accidentally changing settings because of it. And the feature set that they claim to have that are supposedly make these better than AirPods, honestly, get the new AirPods 4 that were just released. Seriously, the new AirPods 4. And sure, what if you want the ANC and transparency of the, well, slightly more expensive, the $180 version? Get those. Spend the extra $100 compared to these. And if you don't want to spend that, just get the regular AirPods 4. Then get the regular AirPods 4. Don't get these. I promise you, you will have a much better sound experience, and you can also probably tune those much better should the bass happen to be not where you like it or whatever. Don't get these. These are trash. They sound like trash, and they're just not worth $80. So now I'm going to try to see if I can get my sister to take these from me, because these are so terrible I can't listen to them. And I don't know where else to go with this review other than, yeah, Raycon, you didn't pass my test. You did not pass the audiophile test. And I am not pleased to see what you are doing when it comes to what you're forcing other YouTubers to say. These do not sound great at all. These sound like absolute trash. And it is a shame that you're paying YouTubers and forcing them to lie about how amazing these sound. It's not. Alright, I'm rambling at this point. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. My name is DeWolf. Random Alpha, signing out.